What's up, guys? It's Sinister. Now, I want to start off by saying by this guy comparing me to Sneeko, and I have never felt so much insult in my life, but right there. Like, I honestly think that's worse than me finding out my girlfriend at the time cheated on me on her fucking Instagram story. Nah, I'm just kidding. I wasn't insulted. I actually thought it was pretty funny. That I getting compared to Sneeko, that's something that I have never heard, and that's a new one. But I did want to talk about a story that happened in seventh grade. I don't remember the specific day, but I do remember the events, which is honestly crazy. But anyways, let's get into this, man. So let's start in the morning because every day is a new day. All right. All I remember in the morning is that I woke up like a fucking walnut from Plants vs. Zombie. I didn't eat breakfast because I usually ate at school because honestly, breakfast was good as hell back in the day, you know. Back when I used to go to middle school, I honestly think the breakfast was a lot better than what type of food that we have now, which sucks. But that's just what I hear from my family pretty much. But when I got to school, I ate breakfast. I met up with my friends and we just talked for a while. But that doesn't really matter in the story. That's completely irrelevant. So we're gonna fast forward to sixth period. Now that's like towards the end of the day, all right? So sixth period was our homeroom again. I believe that this homeroom was history. I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, it was history because I do remember what class I was in. It was one of my favorite teachers. But our teacher wasn't there. We had a sub for about 3 weeks. I do remember that because our main teacher sprained his ankle, and bro is old. Like he is old, but he was cool. He was really cool though. I really fucked with him. Anyways, I'm sitting in the back and I see this kid. Now this kid, I don't want to name him, okay? Because he may find out about this video, and I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so we're gonna call this guy fucking Jeff. Of all names, Jeff, huh? All right, well, we're rolling with it. So Jeff was doing something in his desk, like those open desk. I'll put a picture on screen to see what you fuck, to see what I'm talking about. God damn, bro, aneurysm. I'm recording this at 3:37 a.m. So this is yeah, I know. I have a fucked up sleep schedule. So he was doing something in his desk, and let me say one thing, all right? I sit behind Jeff and I can see what he's doing the whole time. Right? I just want to throw that out there. I see this guy, or not guy, he's a kid at the time. I see this kid, he's moving his arm left and right. And the next thing I see is I see a sharp rock. Like, how the hell do you find a sharp rock on campus? So the second I see the sharp rock, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is he doing? He's moving his arm left and right. And he, he's like doing something. He's not doing the five knuckle shuffle, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But he's doing something. So the girl next to him literally saw what the fuck he was doing because Jeff showed her and decided to fucking freak her out. And to put it simply, what he was doing, how can I say this without fucking getting in trouble? Uh, he was doing the cutting board. Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm just gonna say it like that. He was doing the cutting board, you know, the cutting board. So this girl yells she yells this shit out in class, and I'm shocked like the rest of the class. And this kid was just bleeding in his desk because when the janitor pulled out all the stuff, to like see and then clean up his desk, we saw papers and a fucking paper towel roll that was covered in red. And we were all freaked out because why wouldn't we? And from what I remember, the sub was crying. So that honestly, I feel so sorry for her because that was bad. I honestly think that she was like scared of what Jeff did. So Jeff went up to the office, and we didn't see him for a few days. But when that day when he came back, we he acted like nothing happened. But my curiosity ass decided to just be like, you know what, fuck it, I just gotta ask him what the fuck why the fuck he did that, you know? Because it's better to just ask, I guess, but even though it's not my place, but I just wanted to ask. So I walk up to this dude and I go, "Yo, Jeff, why did you decide to do what you did that day?" And I shit you not, I shit you not, this fucking kid goes, "I thought it was fun, and I know it's messed up, but it was fun." And I gave this kid the most what the fuck look ever. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, that look where you like, "Why do you exist?" You know? That type of look. So but I also want to say that's like comparing, oh, I punch metal for fun. Oh, I punch wood for fun. Like, dude, like what? Like, what the fuck? So he did show me his cut, and it was like a medium-sized cut. He had stitches on his arm. I did see the stitches, which was it didn't look great. I mean, I'm not talking about the, like the like if the doctors fucked it up. No, I'm just saying that the cut didn't look great. But assuming the cut was deep, considering he had to get stitches. So yeah, that's pretty much the time where Jeff decided to fucking cut himself. But afterwards, everyone pretty much moved on from that incident. But what the hell, man? Now, another thing I want to say is if you're sad or afraid to talk to someone, I get it. I completely get it because I used to be there. I really did because I was sad at some points too. But honestly, it's better to talk to someone. Don't be afraid. It doesn't make you less of a man if you just open up about your feelings. Because anything you do to yourself, like if you want to do self, anything you do to yourself, it's permanent. It's gonna be permanent. It's better to just not do it and get help because those are temporary. Those are just temporary, moments in your life. And I understand that now. But like I said, it doesn't make you less of a man if you just open up about your feelings. I did recently check out his Instagram, and honestly, he's doing pretty good in life. And I'm glad to see what the fuck, dude. I'm having an aneurysm, and I'm not gonna cut all this. Alright, we're gonna leave this. All the shit that I say, I'm just gonna leave it in. All right. But I did check out his Instagram, and his Instagram, I'm glad to see that he's doing good now in life. I saw him on a fucking like a boat, a big ass boat. So yeah, he's pretty happy in life. He has himself a girlfriend that loves him very much, and yeah, he's pretty much doing better than me at life. I'll say that much. But I do love creating videos. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. It's been Sinister. Peace out.